The Arsenal Invincibles have to be regarded as one of the greatest ever Premier League teams. They managed to go the entire season in the Premier League unbeaten. They also got to the FA Cup semi-final, League Cup semi-final and Champions League quarter-finals. So in this video, in this one season challenge, my aim is to take the 25-26 Arsenal squad and make them the new Invincibles. There's going to be a couple of side quests, a couple of rules for this challenge I'm going to get into in a minute. But the most important thing is that we return Arsenal back to former glories, something that Mikel Arteta was not able to do. Not only are we going to win the Premier League, we're going to go one step further. We're going to cement ourselves next to Arsene Wenger, and we are going to do it invincible. I'm going to have 3 attempts to do this. Let's get in to the video. Yes, lads, welcome back to the challenge. We are here again for another one season challenge. The first one we did, that was with Sheffield Wednesday. That was to avoid relegation, minus 18 points. If you haven't seen that, go and check it out. That was a good one. And of course, there was a lot of losses throughout that one. You know, it's a very difficult challenge. This challenge is equally as difficult, but I'm hoping to have no losses whatsoever. We are trying to replicate the Invincibles and make it 38 games, however many wins, however many draws, 0 losses. It's going to be unbelievably difficult. So let's get in, first of all, to the main quest of the video. Of course, that is to go invincible. Secondly, we're going to have 2 side quests to go along with it. We want to get both of those side quests ticked off. Spoiler alert, for the Sheffield Wednesday one, I was unable to do the 2 side quests. So we want to make sure we're hitting these. And the first one is to replicate the 03-04 season. So what we want to do is we want to have a player finish on 31 goals or more. Thierry Henry in that season hit 30 goals for Arsenal in the Premier League. We want to try and beat that. That is going to be so difficult to do. Hopefully, Bukayo Saka, Victor Gyökeres, one of those key players can do it, but I think it's going to be very, very difficult to do. And the second side quest, because I feel like that first one was quite difficult, in the 03-04 season, Arsenal played 3 18-year-olds. And one of them was Gaël Clichy, which I just thought was crazy that Gaël Clichy played for the Invincibles. Make that make sense, but they played 3 18-year-olds. So what we want to do is we want 3 18-year-olds to have at least 3 starts each in the Premier League. Can't be in other competitions. It has to be in the Premier League. That is going to be a difficult one there too. And as we just said, Arsenal did sign Gaël Clichy. Maybe we're going to sign an 18-year-old ourselves. So that is it in terms of the quests of the video. So how are we going to do this then? Well, as I said a moment ago, we are going to give ourselves 3 attempts to do it. Bear in mind, we could play against Liverpool on the 3rd game of the season and lose, and the challenge is done. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to save the game at the 16th of August. We're going to get all of our squad set up, pre-season done, signings through the door. I'll get to that in a minute. But signings through the door and save the game there, and that is our benchmark. So every time we lose, we go back to it. But remember, we've only got 3 attempts to do it. So it could be a long video. It could also be a very short video. I'm hoping it's not a short video, because if I do fail this miserably, I might have to give myself an extra attempt, because guys, you know, it's a tough start to the season, but once you get to the middle part, you can really build some momentum. So we'll have to see. Is it even possible? Let me know in the comments right now. Put it in there. Do you think this is possible? Do you think I'll do it? Let me know. So that is it in regards to that. Now, what we will also do is in the Champions League, FA Cup, League Cup, we still want to try and win those. Imagine if we could do an unbeaten quadruple. That would be insane. But there's no rules there. If we lose or we have a really tight Champions League game before a massive league game, I may throw the game. Because to be honest with you, don't care about those competitions. Arsenal did do very well, semi-finalists and quarter-finalists for all 3 of those competitions. But I don't care. I simply don't care. If we have to lose, we have to lose. I will leave it there. And finally, 27 players were used in that Invincible squad. The same rules apply for us. So in terms of the squad and who we can use, we are allowed to have 27 players. So you might find that a couple of players like Trossard might be leaving the club, for example, and we might try and get a couple of players in. Players like Gabriel Jesus may just not feature again for us. We're going to have to see. So this is the squad. This is the team. I have it laid out right now. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go through the transfer window. We're going to see what happens. We're going to make sure we've got 3 18-year-olds in the squad. In terms of transfers, I mean, we don't have tons of money as it is anyway. We've got 23 million to spend. But in that season, 03-04, Arsenal signed 6 players. So we are allowed to sign up to 6 players throughout the whole season, including January, and no more than 6 players. But remember, if we do so, we're only still allowed to have 27 players that are in the squad and featured at any point. So I don't think it's going to be anywhere near 6. I'm thinking maybe 1 or 2 signings at most. So we'll have to see. But I am going to go through the transfer window, get it all set up. I'm going to tweak the tactics, work on the tactics, get it all sorted. And I will see you back for the Manchester United game where we begin this challenge. All right then, lads, welcome back. We are here at the Manchester United game. And I just want to show you, there's not been tons of activity, but I'll show you what has happened. So Trossard left the club, £30 million. Real Madrid. I like Trossard. I just wanted to get someone else in, a little bit more quality. And I looked at the left wing position with Martinelli and Eze. He's versatile, Trossard, but we've got more players that can play in those positions. So Trossard has left. In terms of who has come in, well, I thought we needed a bit of a shadow striker in the centre attacking midfield position. So I have gone for Scott McTominay. This, to me, is a huge signing. I mean, on this game, he is an absolute joke. 16 finishing, 18 heading, you best believe. I thought it was going to be Victor Gyökeres or Bukayo Saka that maybe broke the goal sort of record that Thierry Henry set. I now think it's going to be Scott McTominay. Don't ask me why. I just have a feeling he is going to thrive in this system. So McTominay came in. We didn't pay 90 million, few installments. 1 season challenge. Shoot me, shoot me. And then the next signing is this man here, Bogdan Popov. Now, we signed him. He's 18 years of age, and he is going to be Victor Gyökeres' backup. So he has to start 3 Premier League games. Looking at those stats, I think he's more than good enough to hang for a game here and there against your Sunderlands, Burnleys, whatever. But he will be one of our 3 18-year-olds that we get that game time too. And then we've got this man here. Now, this is what I love about a 1 season challenge. You can go and get these players that you wouldn't normally sign necessarily because Kieran Trippier, 34 years of age, on a decent wage. It's going to cost you still a few million. It's not the most exciting signing, but I just looked at it and thought, right, let's get Kieran Trippier in. Loads of experience. Cover for Timber at right back. Really, really like this signing as well. So that's all the transfer business done. Let's just have a quick look at the squad. So in the squad, we've got 26 players, which means that in January, we've got room for 1 more signing. Remember, we can only have 27 players feature in this Premier League season. So having 26, it just gives us that room. If we get any horrible injuries, whatever it might be, we can strengthen in January and get someone else in. In terms of the squad, then, this is where we sit. I mean, the Arsenal squad. Very, very good squad. A lot of ability. In terms of our 3 18-year-olds, well, of course, Miles Lewis Skelly is going to be one of them. The next man is going to be this man here, Ethan Nuani. And then, of course, we mentioned Popov is going to be our 3rd one. So, yeah. I think we've got a very good squad, a very good chance of doing this. In terms of pre-season, don't normally show pre-season, but I just want to let you know how it's gone. Yeah, we lost. And, it's a good job that it is pre-season because it doesn't count. But there you go. Scott McTominay with a goal as well. But we've looked good all pre-season. The Premier League is here now. Let's have a look at our tactics for this season. So, this is going to be it. We have got this sort of shape here with the ball. Let me show you in possession. With the ball, I want us to be attacking, going for it. Declan Rice sits in the advanced playmaker centre midfield position. Scott McTominay is going to sit up there. Or maybe not Declan Rice, maybe Odegaard. I'm still trying to work it all out. We'll get it sorted for the Man United game, but this is the general shape. Very attacking, inside forward, shadow striker, channel forward. And then the DM and the ball playing centre-backs that are just going to sit and hold for us there. In terms of out of possession, we just come back a little bit, make it a little bit more tight defensively, hard to break down. Combined, this is how it looks. Team instruction-wise, very counter-attacking, high press, really, really giving it to them. Short passing, just make the pitch that little bit narrower as well. Really bring into play Saka, Martinelli, the shadow striker, whoever it is in playing in those positions, but really bring those players in, which I'm very much looking forward to. Now, that's the Arsenal standard formation that I'm going to go for. I have also created this, and this is disgusting. I've called it Arteta ball, and I've called it that for a reason. So in possession, if we need to do this, Don't think I won't be prepared to pull the trigger and get it done. If we need to do it, I'm going to do it. If we've got to sit back and play Haram Arteta ball, then so be it. Out of possession, it's even worse. It's even worse. So, yeah, not sure how well this will actually do, if I'm going to be honest. And it might actually be my downfall in the end. But it is a very much a slowed down tempo, direct passing, go long, and just basically hold on for dear life. I mean, look at that. That image there is probably one of the most disgusting things I've ever seen. And I've seen some bad things. Mikel Arteta, this is you. You've done this. So, yeah, they are our two shapes. We're certainly not going to start with Arteta ball. We're going to start with Arsenal standard. And, yeah, let's see how we get on. So, I think I've covered everything. I'm now going to save the game. This is our benchmark. Attempt 1 is here. Let's see how we get on in this first game. We're going to play it live against Manchester United. All right, then, here we go. This is how Manchester United are lining up. Now, we've had some bit of a crazy team news here. So Popov, one of our 18-year-olds, I didn't want to start any of them now, is actually got the nod to go up front. Now, remember, the challenge is to start, not bring them off the bench. If we bring them off the bench 38 times, it doesn't matter. They have to start at least 3. The reason why Popov starts this game is because Gyökeres actually has a bit of an injury. So, therefore, I've decided, why not start him now? Why not start him now? So, we're here at Old Trafford. The Invincible season starts now. Arsenal, Manchester United, at this time in 03-04, they were going head-to-head. So this, you couldn't ask for a better game to start off the challenge. Let's hope we make it past the first one. Good opportunity here for a free kick. Odegaard to whip it in. At the back post, it's William Saliba, and it is 1-0 to Arsenal. We've scored from a set piece. This is what we do. VAR checking the goal. Hold on a second. Goal awarded. Of course it is. But we scored from a set piece. This is just what we do, isn't it? Kieran Trippier on the ball. Got the nod over Timber. Timber also nursing an injury. Oh, boy. Here's Mateus Cunha given away from Trippier. We've won it back nicely, though. And Bukayo Saka, a man who I'm hoping can have a big season for us, trying to surpass Thierry Henry's record. Bukayo Saka, what a run that is. Ball across. And it's Scott McTominay to make it 2-0 to the Gunners. Scott McTominay on his Premier League debut for Arsenal. That is massive. Now, as I said before, I actually think Scott McTominay could be that guy for us for this exact reason here. In the box, exactly where he needs to be. And Bukayo Saka, great assist. McTominay to make it 2-0 inside 24 minutes at Old Trafford. Great start. Great start to the challenge. Kieran Trippier now on the ball on the right-hand side. Finds Bukayo Saka. Saliba. Ooh, let's not mess around with it too much here, lads. Saka. Good ball over the top for Martinelli. Chance here then to make it 3-0. Imagine that. Here is Martinelli. Shoots deflected. Oh, it is 3-0. It is 3-0 and Martinelli will claim it. And I think he'll probably get it as well. It looked like it was going in on target. I mean, this is just sloppy defending from United. Now, remember, Ruben Amorim is still in charge at this point. So, yeah, this isn't as good as the win as you might think it is. Cruel deflection for Lamans. Half an hour in, it's Arsenal 3, Manchester United 0. And we are absolutely cruising. I mean, look, you never know. United might find themselves coming back into this. I mean, we're on the ball here, early stages, 1 minute into the second half. Back to David Raya. You never know. You never know in this game. I don't feel like any lead is really safe. I mean, I do feel pretty relaxed about this, but you just never know. As here is Odegaard, one more, and I think we really start, saying this is job done. Calafiori driving into the box, ball across to Popov. Odegaard makes it 4-0 in the 46th minute, and we are plain and simply running riot. They cannot deal with us. They cannot simply deal with us. The formation is attacking in possession. It's defensive out of possession. It is prime Arsenal. Lovely football. I thought Popov was actually going to get himself a goal. Is it not an assist? I think that's harsh on Popov, but it is 4-0 to Arsenal. And yeah, this is job done if it wasn't already. 70 minutes have gone here. Saliba on the ball into Odegaard. Lovely football with McTominay. Popov now is there. I think that'll be offside. It's outrageous. It is outrageous from Scott McTominay. I think it's going to be offside. If this goes to a replay, oh, what a goal this is. Why did I think this was going to be offside? Popov, Madueke, it's Dorgu playing him on that far side. That is outrageous, Scott McTominay. Superb goal. And like I said, is he going to be the man that actually gets us those 30-plus goals and matches or beats Thierry Henry's record? I mean, 2 in his first game. Let's just hope he can stay fit. Let's hope he can stay fit. Just a couple of minutes to go. And as you can see, there has been no highlights. So this, to me, has been a perfect day for Arsenal in their invincible quest, because we've had a great attacking display from our first formation. We've then had Arteta ball, and they haven't even had a chance. They were coming back into the game a little bit, a few chances here and there. Listen, what a performance that is. The first game of the season, 5-0 away at Old Trafford. I did think this was going to be really hard, but maybe we can actually do this. Right, so here's what I will do then. I think what I'll do is I'll play a couple of the big games on camera, probably coming back next for that game against Manchester City. I'll play a fair few off camera, get through the season. Of course, if we lose off camera, I'm going to have to turn the camera on, aren't I? And let you guys know that we've failed the challenge. But I'm feeling positive. Liverpool, Man City, 2 tough tests there. So I tell you what, let's come back for this game against Manchester City, see how we've got on. We really need to gain some traction. There'll be no more signings this transfer window, so nothing to update you on there. The squad is the squad. So yeah, I'll be back for Manchester City. All right then, lads, we are back for the Manchester City game. And as you can see here, we have survived. We're not only unbeaten, we haven't lost yet. But let me tell you something. There's been a few close games. So look at this game against Liverpool here. I wish I filmed this game. So we went 1-0 up early doors, no problem. They then came back with 2 goals from Mohamed Salah, Gyökeres penalty, but Yuri and Timber straight into the second half getting sent off. The stress levels were crazy. We then scored 2 goals because of course we did. And then following on from that, they then scored 2 goals, 83rd, 87th minute. When this highlight popped up, in the 93rd minute, my God, was I stressed. But we managed to survive. Also as well, David Raya going off injured. Everything that could have happened in this game happened. And this is what made me realise that this could actually be the run. This could be the run. The very first go could be the one, because you need results like that. We then beat Nottingham Forest 5-1. And this formation, by the way, this tactic is so good. So good at scoring goals. Does concede a few, but very good at scoring them. Then Huddersfield, PSV, we don't care about those. That's Champions League and the Carabao Cup. But we're here now for this game against Manchester City, so let's get into the game. All right, then, we're at the Emirates. It is us against Manchester City. Plain and simple. Just remember this. If we lose this game, we have to start again. I don't want to start again. The Liverpool game, I'm still not over that game. I'm still not over it. So just to let you know, all of these games, I play off camera and I just actually play the games because I just feel like I prefer it. If I did an instant result and lost, I wouldn't forgive myself. So I can't do it, and best believe if we need Arteta ball, like we did when we played against Liverpool, we'll be doing it. I wish I filmed that game. But anyway, we're here now against what looks like Arne Slot. I believe it's Pep Guardiola. And this is a massive game. I haven't even really looked at the league table yet because I just feel as though just focus on winning, focus on drawing, just do not lose. So let's see how we get on in this one. Here's Rico Lewis then for Manchester City. I mean, I'm nervous now. Imagine if we get to a couple of games before the end of the season. I don't know if I'll be able to contain those nerves. Hincapié, Eze winning it back beautifully. Victor Gyökeres, question of offside. He's through on goal. He's hit the post. He knew it was offside. Oh, yeah, that's it, isn't it? He knew it was offside. That's the one. First half domination, but it doesn't necessarily mean anything as we need to try and get that 1-goal cushion at least, just to relax us, just to relax us. And speaking of that, Manchester City picked the ball up in a dangerous area there. Erling Haaland, oh boy, cleared from Bukayo Saka. Back in straight away though, Reindeers here. Oh, I don't like this. Going 1-0 down is nerve-wracking, I have to say. Vardio, Doku, decent attempt. Kepa watches that one all the way. 70th minute, not tons has been happening, especially for us. Great challenge from Timber there. Need a bit of creativity in the middle. Odegaard, can he be the man to do it? McTominay. Come on, Odegaard's ball forward. Lovely football. Oh, McTominay was so in then. Yuri and Timber, McTominay. The football's delightful. Ethan Nwani, what a save. Donnarumma. What a save that is from him. Wow. A couple of minutes to go. I've not switched us to Arteta ball because I feel as though we're contained. Oh, why have I spoken? Why have I spoken? Please, not like this. I mean, we've got the ball, which is a plus. Saliba goes long. No, not like this. Not like this. Not like this, please. Please, not like this. Please. Whew, Jesus Christ. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. I can't cope. Oh, my God. Wow. Erling Haaland, one-on-one in the 92nd minute. I'd have bet the house. I'd have bet the entire house. Wow. Well, there you go, guys. We survive. And maybe that's a lesson learned there. If we've got the 0-0 draw, don't be afraid to dig in. This is the Invincibles. It's a hard challenge as it is. And we survive by the skin of our teeth. So then, looking at the goal scorers, Bukayo Saka sat there with 4. Victor Gyökeres sat there with 5. Both have a chance to be that guy for us that hits the over 30 mark. So definitely a good start in that regard there. And it's just getting these 18-year-olds on the pitch. That is the next challenge for me. So I will see you guys back for Spurs unless we absolutely stink and we lose a game. All right then, lads, we're back. And as you can tell by the fact that we are here at the Spurs game, we have survived. You might see there's a couple of losses in there. They are Champions League losses, heavily rotated team. Do not care too much about that. Barcelona as well being one of them, so a very difficult game anyway. But in terms of the league, a 2-2 draw with Newcastle, 4-0 win against West Ham, 2-0 against Fulham, 5-1 against Crystal Palace. So this formation paying out the goods, giving us a few good goals. We're still in the Carabao Cup, even though, to be honest with you, I don't care what happens there. Just knock us out already. I wouldn't mind the FA Cup, but knock us out already. These extra games are killer. And then this was one of the craziest ones. So a game against Burnley that finished 2-2. And yeah, this was just absolutely mental. So we go ahead. We then go and get a second goal. And I'm thinking this is going to be another 4-0 job. Life is good. I've got a YouTube video on the side. Like, just chilling, just chilling. And then all of a sudden, Burnley, in 4 minutes, come back. And I was just thinking, don't do this to me. Don't do this to me. There was a highlight for Burnley in like the 87th minute or something stupid like that. And I was genuinely thinking, how am I going to have to say that we've beaten all these teams and somehow lost to Burnley? No offence to Burnley, but that would be frustrating. So there we go. That was the Burnley result there. We then Champions League and then, of course, Sunderland 4-0 in the last game. So let me just show you the Premier League table. As you can imagine, we are top, joint top with Spurs. Yes, and that is who we've got next. This North London derby is probably the biggest North London derby that we will maybe even ever see. In terms of the actual Premier League tally and how we're getting on with our side quests, let me go into it here in terms of players. I've worked out how to do this. Attacking, goals. Victor Gyökeres on 9. Bukayo Saka on 8. So, I mean, Martinelli on 5. Not really into it. McTominay hasn't quite worked for McTominay in terms of goals, but he's playing very well, though. But we are here now. Victor Gyökeres. He's my main man, to be honest with you. I love Saka. I think Saka has a very good chance of doing some good stuff for us. But Gyökeres, he's the main man for me. So 10 games in, 9 goals, on form. So is Bukayo Saka. Bukayo Saka is just about on form to hit Henry's record of 30. So that is that there. In terms of our Arsenal squad, let me just quickly show you this. So we've had a few knocks here and there. Ethan Nwani being one of them. But he has now played 1 Premier League game. Does this mean 1 Premier League game, 1 sub-appearance? Yes, it does. So that's actually not great. So still none for Ethan Nwani, but Miles Lewis Skelly, if I can find him, here he is. He now has played 1 Premier League game. So there's 1 down for Lewis Skelly, and Popov, he has also, of course, just played the one that we had him in. But done all right in the Champions League, has Popov. So we're going to have to start featuring our 18-year-olds. I'm not going to be doing it in this huge game against Spurs. I think that's everything. Let's get into this game. Let's see if we can keep this unbeaten run going. It's a great first attempt. Imagine we do it on the first attempt. That would be crazy. Well, I actually tell a little bit of a lie because we're going to go for Lewis Skelly just because Calafiori is a little bit tired. So Miles Lewis Skelly helping the side quest here, getting himself a game. He is the best out of the three. I think the most reliable. So I imagine he'll be the one. Similar to Gael Clichy, who got himself quite a few games under Arsene Wenger in 03-04. So Lewis Skelly in the team here, but you cannot overlook this. One of the biggest games in English football, hands down, and now at this moment in time, level on points in the Premier League. It doesn't get much bigger than this, and I tell you now, if it's Spurs that ruin this unbeaten run and destroy the Invincibles in this first attempt, yeah, I'm going to be absolutely fuming. So let's get into this one, see how we do get on. Here's Udogie, as Spurs will come at us again. It has been all Spurs so far. Brennan Johnson through on goal. That'll be 1-0 surely. What a save, David Raya. He has single-handedly kept us in this North London derby. We've got to change something. Declan Rice, moment of magic needed. Come on, Declan. Real Madrid-esque. That's what I want. Goes for it. That's what he does. That's what he does. Declan Rice, best centre midfielder in the world. Look at this. Wow. Oh, perfect. Absolutely perfect. And I tell you now, we needed that. Martin Odegaard wears that armband. But I tell you what, there's a real leader on that pitch. Declan Rice, what a goal that is. Don't do this straight away. Not straight away. I haven't even had a chance to change it. Hold on a second. If we get a second here. Miles Lewis Skelly, a young 18-year-old. On the left-hand side, I actually think he's 19 now, but he started the season at 18, so it counts. Lewis Skelly. Come on, good delivery. It's decent. Saka. Oh, Vicario's turn to make a good save. I'll be honest, Bukayo Saka, a player of his quality, that should be 2-0. Well, we've come into the game a little bit more, which I'm happy with, definitely. But a big second half needed here. We cannot let Spurs get back into this. Here's Bergvall for Spurs. Richarlison, great challenge. Kieran Trippier. This is why we brought him in. A bit of experience, a bit of quality at the back. Just what you need sometimes in... You know, it's a difficult challenge. And you need players like that. Gabriel Martinelli, ball in. Great goal. Great goal. Comes from Trippier. Finds its way over the other side. Gabriel, Lewis Skelly involved again. He's had a great game. What a ball that is. Martinelli, he has been superb. Gets the ball, puts it in. Saka reacts first. Goal. 2-0. And you'd argue, probably the game done. Okay, hold on. Need to channel my Unai Emery. Just calm it down. Calm it down. So we've just switched to Arteta ball to see the game out. This is what I've been doing. Probably around this sort of time in games, 80th minute, just making the switch. We're going to do it here, see the game out. We don't want Spurs to have any last minute sort of, boost to get back in the game. 94th minute, this should be game over. And it is North London derby, Arsenal 2, Tottenham 0, and we keep going. The invincible dream is definitely still alive. All right then, what I'm thinking I'm going to come back for this game against Villa. We'll do this game against Villa, then we'll go straight into this game against Liverpool, I think. But I just look at Villa. They're up there in the table. I think they're third. So we'll do the Villa game, do the Liverpool game. That's the one I'm most scared of. But Virgil van Dijk out for the season. Wow. Okay, that is a big boost ahead of that Liverpool game. I wish he was out the first time because that was a very sketchy game. But yeah, so we'll come back for the Villa game, then do the Liverpool game, and we'll go from there. So I will see you for this Villa game unless... You know what I'm going to say. Unless we lose somewhere along the way, which I'm praying we don't, because we've got far now. I'm beginning to get excited. All right then, lads, we're back for the Villa game one day before the January transfer window opens. But the big question here is, have we managed to get the job done and stay unbeaten? Yes, we have. Yes, we have. We have lost in the Champions League against Real Madrid. It is what it is. We're still in the Carabao Cup. We're in the Carabao Cup semi-finals, which actually matches the 03-04 Arsenal squad. So Yeah, I haven't added an extra side quest, but that's a sort of side quest, and we're doing all right. We're doing all right. But since we last were here, we drew with Chelsea 2-2. Tight affair there. Liam Delap, 83rd minute, but wasn't too worried. I'd say the hardest game we've had was actually against Villa themselves, and it was a very even game. They had chances to win it. We had chances to win it. Both teams weren't able to get the job done, and Villa are absolutely flying in terms of the Premier League. So one to watch this game is. Other than that, it has been very easy. So first of all, let's have a look at the Premier League table, see where we are. And of course, we are still first. 5 losses, 13 wins. A little bit of a thing we want to do. The 0-3-0-4 team, they got 90 points. If we can surpass 90 points, we will well and truly tick this challenge off. But we have got a long way to go. This will bring us to exactly halfway, actually. So a good point to be, and hopefully we can get the first half of the season unbeaten. That would be superb. Now, in terms of the rest of the Premier League, I just hate how user-friendly all this still is to me, man. Premier League, there we go. In terms of the rest of the Premier League, then the sort of the player awards, the ones we're really looking for in terms of attack and goals, we are currently sat on 13 with Victor Gyökeres. He's our guy. He's got to be our guy now. I think after 16 games gone, I'm going to need him to start seriously putting up some numbers, because technically are still on track, but it's going to need to be a really consistent second half of the season for him. One injury and Thierry Henry's record will not be broken. In terms of our young 18-year-olds, I'm pleased to say we've been given some more game time out to the lads. Popov, as you can see, played the last game. He now has 3 Premier League starts. Tick that off there. Ethan Nwani picked up an injury. He has the 1 Premier League start. We need to work on him in the next couple of games if possible. And Miles Lewis-Skelly, where are you, my son? There you are. And he himself has got 7 games, 3 starts, 4 off the bench. But Miles Lewis-Skelly, as I said, I always thought he was going to be the one that really got a lot of game time this season. So we're just a couple of games for Ethan Nwani away from getting that done as well, and it really hasn't hindered us. Those lads are such good players. But I believe that is all I need to cover. David Raya, out injured. That was the other thing. 6 weeks. Just the injuries that we've got at different points. But David Raya been injured twice this season. I don't think I've had a goalkeeper get injured in FM this so far. Touch some wood, because Jesus Christ. But yeah, disappointing there. Kepa, though, more than good enough, in my opinion, to step up. I did look at maybe trying to sign someone in January. I think we're going to try and sign a different position instead. So let's get into this game against Villa. Halfway through the season, can we remain unbeaten? I certainly hope so. Bit of Villa possession here. Tyrone Mings on the ball. Of course, in real life, this scoreline did finish 4-1 to Arsenal. So I have to say, although I didn't like it on the day, wouldn't mind it finishing that today, I have to say. Here's Donyell Marlon. Ollie Watkins. No. Oh, Kepa. What a save that is from Kepa. Because I tell you what, I mean, David Raya getting injured twice for a fair amount of time in the first half of the season. I mean, that's against you. The odds against you. So Kepa stepping up once again. Ben White into McTominay. Back to Ben White. Good delivery needed here. Challenged by Ian Matson. Can we win it back? High press. Bukayo Saka. Superb. Saka. McTominay. Saka. McTominay. Oh. It's unfortunate. This is the thing. A 0-0 is not too bad. I mean, we've had a 0-0 already this season. I don't hate them, but I hate the thought of them being able to actually just go and get the winner, right? We've tried to make a few changes. Lewis-Skelly being one of them. Good challenge from him. Declan Rice, he will not be leaving the pitch. Sensational player. Martin Odegaard, Gabriel Jesus, who's back from injury. Don't know whether we'll sell it. Oh, God, because we've used him now. We're going to have to keep him, I feel. Anyway, Madueke. Come on. 1-0. Madueke, lovely football, great finish as well. And it's just everything that we needed to just completely shore it up. Martin Odegaard, good ball to Eze. Madueke just makes that run. Gyökeres as well, good run from him. And from this point here, he's gone underneath Bizot. Hey, listen, we will take them. And Arteta ball coming out in the next 10 minutes. Let me just say that. Arteta ball is in full effect here. No highlights from Villa. This is what I mean. I actually hate it. I despise that we do this, but do you know what? I do not care. I'm doing a Gillingham save as well. I might have to do this for that because this is just so overpowered, I have to say. 94th minute, job done, 1-0 winners. The streak continues. Come on, lads, this is it. I really thought this was going to be one of those games. 0-0. Barely any chances, really. No sort of like big moments for us. I just thought you just know what's going to happen, though, don't you? You just know Villa are going to find it from somewhere. Right then, straight after the Villa game, we had this game against Bournemouth. Gyökeres, Miles Lewis Skelly, Calafiori, Martinelli, 4-1 winners. When we went 1-0 down, I was worried. We know we had one of those highlights that straight away goes straight into it. And we got the equaliser. I calmed down a little bit. But honestly, every single time we concede a goal, I'm getting nervous. It's just going to be the end of it. Because look how far we've come. Imagine having to go all the way back to Manchester United. I definitely won't be filming that today if this happens in this game against Liverpool because I'll be so destroyed. But let's get into it then. This massive game against Liverpool. Let's just quickly see where they are in the table. They are... How have I missed them? They are 5th. So they're doing all right. They're doing all right. Pretty similar to how they are in real life. Let's get into this one. 18 minutes in. No team has had a chance just yet. Liverpool on the ball here. Nerves are pretty high. But, you know, we'll just keep it calm. Well done, Declan Rice, who apparently wants to leave the club. Yep, to Al Hilal or someone like that. Anyway, Florian Wirtz. Florian Wirtz makes it 1-0. Oh, no. Like I just said, Bournemouth did this to us. Bournemouth did this to us, and we went straight back with another highlight. So let's just skip this because we're going... we're not even. Okay, 1-0 down. We've been here before. We've been here before. We know how to get out of this. If we go 2-0 down, I don't know how I'm going to do it, man. I don't know. 2-0 down is a very tough scoreline. So let's hope we can win the ball back here. Declan Rice, Ratty in the middle. Declan Rice. That's why we're not selling him. I thought we lost the ball. McTominay, Martinelli. Great finish. Great save. What a save that is from Alisson. But Declan Rice, that's why we're not selling him. Because he does stuff like that. And we're still alive here with Saka. Declan Rice, Timber. Great chance. What a save from Alisson that was. But look at us. We're all over them. Half time. And even though we're by far the better team, 1-0 down. Staring the challenge in the face here. I mean, whoever scores the next goal, if there is a next goal, it is so important for this game. It has to be us. And we're coming straight into a highlight after half time. I gave the lads a pasting. I said, show some desire. Let's see if we're going to see that right here now. There's no Virgil van Dijk. We saw that earlier in the video. There's no Virgil van Dijk. This has to be a must-win game. Chiesa, Kepa seizes it. Come on then. Let's go. Saliba. Oh, Jesus. Saliba. Oh, God. Stop. Okay, going forward. Got to win the header. Gyökeres. Big winner, but it means nothing because Salah picks it up. Oh, no. Florian Wirtz. Good bit of skill. Please, no, not like this. Not like this. What a block. Cleared from Odegaard. Oh, we just said the next goal is so important. And it so is important. Free kick. Dangerous position for Liverpool. Wow. Just approaching the 75th minute and we have not had a highlight. Look at the stats. We should be dominating this game. Oh my word, 10 minutes to go. I'm going to have to tweak something. I'm going to have to tweak it. Right, I don't know how much more attacking we can get here, but we've got a highlight and it's Liverpool on the ball. Oh, man. Have we overdone it and gone too attacking? We might have. Florian Wirtz. Gravenberch. We've won the ball back. Can't win it, though. Gravenberch, please. Ball in for Salah. It's across the box. What a save from Kepa. But we're plain and simply running out of time, running out of steam. We have dominated this game. How we've not managed to win this game. I mean, there's still a few minutes to go. Oh, just give us a chance. 3 minutes added on. Oh, Liverpool with the ball, not what you want to see. Come on, we need someone to win it back. Anyone to win it back. Liverpool coming forward. They gave us such a tough game in the first game. Gravenberch, Salah. Gravenberch, game over. Oh, man. Ah, Liverpool. Liverpool, man. Ah, get it off my screen. That is the challenge over. I've got to start again. Arne Slot, the bold man. Oh my God. Oh man, we've got to start again. Here's the Premier League table. We've gone back to the Manchester United game and we've got to do it all over again. So here's what I'm going to do. I am going to just try and get through to where we got to last time. So hopefully get back to this Liverpool game. I'll play all the games off camera just so this episode, this video even, isn't ridiculously long. But of course, if anything happens along the way, I will be sure to let you know. Attempt number 2. Here we go again. All right, lads, welcome back. This is attempt number 2. I've played a lot of games off camera, I have to say. And yeah, it is the 23rd of December. I thought I'd be coming back to you a lot sooner than I actually would have done. I just thought on the quest to try and get back to where we were, I'd have a loss. But actually, we have survived, and believe me when I say we've had some very, very close games. I mean, this game here against Liverpool, if you want to try and do this challenge at home, this game is going to give you nightmares. It's going to give you nightmares. I mean, my word, we managed to get the job done, win the game, but Gabriel Martinelli, another red card. If you remember the last time, we also had a red card with Timber. So yeah, this game is just it's actually a difficult start because Manchester United away at Old Trafford and then Liverpool away at Anfield. Very difficult start. We had a few close scares in terms of like this game with Nottingham Forest. I mean, they scored 2 goals in the 90th minute. So yeah, it was a worrying one, but it wasn't like I actually was just chilling. The game was going on. They scored 1, okay. They scored another 1. I sat up a little bit in my chair, but nothing too crazy. The only losses we've actually taken of course, been outside the Premier League. We have had a few crazy games, 4-2 against Newcastle, a 1-1 draw with Fulham where, yeah, I mean, if you look at the stats on this one, the better team, but Fulham gave us a good game and they had a chance to actually make it 2-0 as well, which was very, very scary because 2-0 seems to be a bit of a killer in terms of leads and it doesn't happen very often, if at all, to be honest with you. So other than that, though, some more good results in the Premier League, a really solid run in all competitions at this point here. We did lose to Barcelona in the Champions League, don't care about that. And then, yeah, there was a couple of 1-0 string results here, Chelsea, Brentford, Villa. And they were a little bit nerve-wracking just because, again, 1-0, 0-0 for a large portion of the game. Very, very nerve-wracking. So if we look into this one here, Wolves-Everton wins. And I've decided, instead of coming back for this game against Liverpool where we left off, we've got this game against Manchester City. Now, for some reason, in attempt number 1, I believe this was the 5th game we played it live. We drew 0-0. And it's, for some reason, just plonked itself on the 23rd of December. So not sure why that is the case, but I thought with the Premier League table, which let's have a look at it now. With the Premier League table, of course, still unbeaten, the only unbeaten side left in the league. But there's 4 points between us and City. Liverpool are there, so we're going to play Man City and then we're going to play Liverpool. I think it's nice to have a little bit of a warm-up game in attempt number 2. And yeah, just see how the squad is doing. It's same but different this time, I have to say. Same but different. We seem to be scoring a bit less in terms of goals. So if I actually go back to the Premier League, let's check in on our side quests. If you don't remember, side quest number 1, score more goals than Thierry Henry did in the 03-04 season. He got himself 30 goals. And our main hope of doing this is once again Victor Gyökeres. Before, in the last attempt, Bukayo Saka was there, but he's not anywhere near it this time. Wow, I didn't realise he'd fallen off that much. Jesus, yeah. Bukayo Saka's only scored twice in the Premier League. Wow. Maybe he's scoring in the... I don't even know. But anyway, Victor Gyökeres, our main man, 12 goals for him. Yeah, it's going to be a difficult one. I think he's still on pace, but he's going to have a very good second half of the season. Scott McTominay, similar to how he did in attempt 1. Really good player, like him. isn't as effective as I'd like him to be in that second striker role. So that is that side quest there. Gyökeres, needing him to go on and go and get some more goals for us in the second half of the season. In terms of where we are with our 18-year-old, side quest number 2, we need our 18-year-old, we've got 3 of them, to feature at least 3 starts. Lewis Skelly on 7 starts. He's actually my first choice left back, which is crazy. He's just been performing really, really well, and I don't want to take him out of the team. So yeah, and again, remember Gael Clichy for the 03-04. He got the most game time out of the 18-year-old. So yeah, so Lewis Skelly doing very well there. In terms of our other lads, we've got Ethan Nwani here. He has played 3 starts, so we've done it with Ethan Nwani. Bukayo Saka, in all fairness, did have an injury run, so Ethan Nwani just made sense to put in the side. And then lastly, it's our man, the man we signed, it's Popov, and he has got 3 Premier League stars. There we go. We can tick off a side quest. It doesn't matter what happens now, though, because we need to make sure we beat Manchester City. But we've at least ticked 1 side quest off. So if we can get through City and get through Liverpool, maybe I'm going to start just thinking, maybe we can do this. But the lads have all got the games they needed. So there we go. Here we go then. It is the first live game up against Manchester City. Second in the table, Manchester City. I mean, they've got a very good squad, haven't they? They have got a good squad, but I'm feeling confident. This run, I was expecting to have some stupid early loss to like a Burnley or someone like that. Hasn't been the case. So, feeling positive, hoping we can get the job done and continue this streak. But bear in mind, we've still got to play Liverpool again, which I'm absolutely terrified of. Lewis Skelly with the throw. Here's Eze into McTominay. Lost the ball. Erling Haaland picks it up, but we'll win it back with McTominay. Declan Rice. Gyökeres, Eze, I don't know why he's not shot there. Eze, though, still on the ball. Have a go, Eze. Shoot! Oh. I mean, it's got in anyway. Bukayo Saka. See, this is what I mean. Like, the fact that's only his 3rd goal of the season makes no sense to me. I've seen that man score. I swear I have. Maybe I'm getting the 2 attempts mixed up. But anyway, I was begging Eze to shoot here. Just hit it, please. He does. It actually glances off the post. Donnarumma then parries it off the post. O'Reilly can't react quick enough. And Bukayo Saka makes it 1-0. There we go. 1-0. Let's see what we can do from here. Well, Manchester City with a highlight straight from kickoff. I was about to start relaxing, even though we're a couple of minutes in, but 1-0 is a good scoreline in this challenge. I always like just being up. Just give me up, because then you know you've got that lifeline of if they do come back and you can draw the game, it is what it is. But City here, coming forward, Savinho on the ball, finds Ryan Diaz. Come on, stay strong, lads. Don't give them an easy goal. No easy goals. Rico Lewis, ball in, Ryan Diaz, Kovacic. We've won it back with Saka, though. Gyökeres, hold it up. Play him. Kai Havertz. Flag stays down for now. Kai Havertz. 2-0. Are they going to check it? Are they going to check it for VAR? It doesn't look like they're going to. Oh, come on, man. Is it? Yes. Yeah, all day long. What a massive moment that is there. Because I tell you now, 3 minutes in, 2-0 up. This is exactly the sort of position I needed us to be in. Man City, Liverpool, they're the 2 big challenges. The big challenges to get this done. And we find ourselves 2-0 up. Free kick here, half an hour in. It has slowed down a little bit. Declan Rice, good delivery. William Saliba. I believe they call that game, set, match. 3-0 up. Now, we've honestly had so many close games that I've just been there like edge of my seat stuff, watching the highlights unfold. And then you come and actually play a game on camera and we go 3-0 up against Manchester City. If we can just channel this energy into the Liverpool game, please. Because I swear, if we get to Liverpool again and can't win, I'm going to be gutted. All right, we're shutting up shop. It might not be pretty, but believe me, when you've spent as many hours on this as me, you just want to get the job done at this point. Here comes City then. Look at our shape. Look at that. It's actually disgusting. Look at it. I mean, it's actually just how Arsenal play in real life, if we're going to be honest. But that's a bit easy. Listen, these are the sort of shots these teams seem to have against us. Whenever there is a highlight for this tactic, it's just basically them shooting from long distance, which is exactly what... I don't mind that. I don't mind that at all. 6 minutes added on. This is it. It's as easy as this. We've got in the lead. We've gone back defensive. We've done what we've had to do. And we're still unbeaten. There we go. Manchester City, what was supposed to be a really hard test. Relatively straightforward. Very straightforward, in fact. Very straightforward. A great result. Bad news about McTominay, 6 to 9 weeks of partially torn hamstring. That is not good news. But in terms of the fixture schedule, we still are unbeaten. What I'm going to do, you know it. I'm going to come back for this massive game where we got to last time against Liverpool, unless I do lose in any of these 3 games, Brighton, Villa and Bournemouth. But if not, you'll see me back for Liverpool, hoping to avenge what happened last time. And painfully what happened last time. All right, lads, we are back. And as you can see from that Manchester City game, what a string of results. When you think this Everton game, a little bit twitchy, 92nd minute winner from Victor Gyökeres. But again, a draw would have been absolutely fine. But look at this, 3-0, 4-1, 5-1, 4-0. We are absolutely on fire, which makes me think we're definitely going to lose this game. Absolutely, definitely. So, we'll see how this one goes. I'm feeling as though this could be the run. I just have a good feeling. If you look at these results, there's a lot more wins than there were draws. We were drawing a lot more in attempt 1. I would take a draw. So do you know what? Let's get into it. This is where we fell last time, but we're back and we're ready to do this. The Invincibles. We've got the minerals for this. We obviously still have to play Manchester City. That's the tough game. But that's in April, though. We could lose at any point, obviously Spurs. But let's just get past Liverpool here. Just get past Liverpool and the dream could be on. So let's get into the game. Right, we fell here last time and we're ready to make amends. We lost 2-0 in our first attempt. We can't let that happen again. Virgil van Dijk is fit this time. Of course, last time he did his ACL, so wasn't fit. Look, this is going to be a tough game. They're sat in 3rd position. We're sat in 1st. They're going to be there or thereabouts. But after the Man City game, surely we get the job done. They are just such a hard team to play on FM26. So the Invincible season here, probably the hardest game we'll have. Let's see how we get on. Here comes Lewis Skelly, who is now our first choice left back. Lewis Skelly to the byline. Ball across, finds Timber. It's a poor shot. Liverpool recycle. We're all over them, just like last time. Timber, though, great challenge that is there against Cody Gakpo. Here's Saka. Saka's ball across. Gabriel Martinelli. I think it's going to be onside. Are they going to check for VAR? I don't think they are. Show me the replay. There we go. Yuri Timber. This is all about him because he tracks back, wins the ball back. Saka in a great position. Martinelli, come on, man. This is one thing we never did in the first attempt, and that is take the lead. And by the way, it feels so good to be back. We have been completely dominating. It is very good to be on top. 2 goals, and we can start relaxing. Saka goes through. Alisson saves. But just have a look at these stats in a second, because we're dominating, but this is exactly what happened last time. We were dominating. They got some crap breakaway goal, and then they went 2-0 in the last minute. So I'm not letting my hopes get up too much, but half-time approaching here. A great first half, exactly what we needed. Second half, more of the same. Oh, no. Right, the second half has just started. And, Timber. He got sent off in the first attempt in the first game against Liverpool, man. He hates Liverpool. That's not good. Oh, man, I don't know what to do. I think we're going to have to go Arteta ball. With 10 men, I can't afford to take the risk. I will just take one of the DMs out. I think. We're going to have to. I'll make the changes. Right, Timber has left us in a bit of a situation here. We're going to go to Arteta ball and just hope we can long this out and get the job done. All we need is a draw, remember. That is all we need. Liverpool in possession here. Here is Chiesa. So far, so good in terms of us holding on. I just think, how long can this last for? How long can it last for? Frimpong out wide to Chiesa. Just about keeps it in. David Raya punches. Ball back in. Cleared. They'll come back again. Yeah, they're all over us, but this is what we've got to do. We just got to try and survive here. Liverpool, they're our kryptonite so far in this video. Ball through. We've actually won that back. Can we hit them on a little counter here? David Raya goes long. Gyökeres will be the target. Good luck, Gyökeres. He's actually... thought he was going to flick that onto himself then. VVD brings it back. Frimpong now attacking. Yeah, just contain. I don't think it's possible to score in this tactic. I actually don't think it is. Because how are we supposed to get up the pitch? It doesn't matter though. Defence first. Here is Florian Wirtz. Lots of Arsenal bodies in the box to defend this, and we do. And they're going to come again. Shoot Konate from distance. The tactic is working like a treat. Right, the highlights coming thick and fast here. Andy Robertson now coming forward. McAllister. They just haven't offered too much. There's not been any major chances since we've gone down to 10 men, and it's credit to the tactic. Salah in here, though. This is the big chance. And the blocks from this Arsenal team are sensational. Gabriel, Saliba, absolute quality. A few minutes to go, and I think we can say that we are safe. This is how hard this challenge is. I've quite literally had to sit back. Yes, we've gone down to 10 men, but sit back in this defensive Arteta shape for probably the majority of the second half, because we just can't afford to lose. If we left ourselves open, Liverpool would have punished us. They definitely came back into it in the second half. By far the better team, but we did what we have to do, and we are still alive. We have surpassed where we got to in attempt 1. So then, just a bit of transfer news. So Norgard wanted to leave and will actually leave the club. Now remember, in one of the rules, we're only allowed to say 27 players have played for Arsenal in the Premier League season. So we've got a 26-man squad, and Norgard hasn't played Premier League football, which means we can sign, if we want to, 2 players. Ben White also will probably leave, as is Zubamendi. He has got an offer from Real Madrid. But they're just unhappy. They're causing a bit of chaos. I don't want any excuses. So what I think I'm going to do is I think we're going to sell Zubamendi, sell Norgard, maybe sell White. I'd still be okay to keep Ben White because he's still a decent player. And the plan will be from that point there is to sign a bit of a superstar to help us get over the line, to help us get to the Invincible season. A Thierry Henry-esque kind of player. So bear with me on that. We will see what happens there. But in the meantime, what I will do is I think I will catch up with you guys. Wait for the fixture schedule to load. Yeah, I think we'll go for this Spurs game in February, the North London derby, and we'll see where we are. If we've signed anyone, and I mean, of course, if I have to come back to you sooner, this is a bit of a hiccup. I will. All right then, lads. Welcome back to the channel. We are successfully at the Spurs game. I'll show you how the results have gone in a moment, but some transfer activity to show you first. So, Christian Norgard, Juventus, 15 million quid, never played in the Premier League for us, was just, there's just too much depth at DM. And ultimately, he wanted to leave. He wasn't happy. The squad were saying to me, let him go. So I have let him go. The same applies for this man here, Martin Zubamendi. I was actually disappointed to lose him because I just feel as though he was a bit of quality that if we needed to bring on, he's a very, very good player. But Real Madrid came calling. He was annoyed when I rejected the first offer, so we had to let him go. I get it. I get it, you know. Obviously, not everyone can play. He's just joined. Poor attitude. Good to get him out the door. And then the final person that we sold is this man here, Mr. Benjamin White. He was also frustrated at his lack of game time, handed in a transfer request, and we have shipped him off to our rivals, Liverpool. But we've already played them, so it doesn't matter. So that is the bit of transfer activity there. Who we've brought in to replace them, Boubacar Kamara on loan. Just, you know, I offered a future fee. I just feel as though he was a good person to come in. I tried to get Granit Xhaka. I thought, let's just get the boys back together. And yeah, Sunderland did not want to pay ball. And I thought, I can't then come on here and say to you, I spent 50 million quid on Granit Xhaka, can I? I can't. And that's what I think it would have taken, by the way. So that is Boubacar Kamara. And then we have signed this man here, Nico Williams, £82 million release clause. Now, the two signings here, Williams and Kamara, I've gone back to 03-04. Now, who did Arsenal have in centre midfield, centre defensive midfield-ish in 03-04? It was the Frenchman in Patrick Vieira. Now, Kamara, we didn't have a French centre midfielder before this, so Kamara is a bit like our Vieira. Who else did Arsenal have in 03-04? Well, they signed a young Spanish winger, Jose Antonio Reyes, for £10.5 million, which back then was a big fee. So I thought, let me see if I can find a Spanish winger to sign. And then I saw Nico Williams and thought, this just makes sense. So these two have come in, very happy with them. I mean, look at Nico Williams already 4 games, 2 goals, 3 assists. I wish we had him from the start. So in terms then of where we are right now, have we had any close scares? To be quite honest with you, no, we haven't. So since the Liverpool game, I mean, the fact that we then beat Man City, and by the way, this is a rotated team. It may not look it. There's a lot of good players there, but it's pretty much rotated. 5-0 in the FA Cup. Of course, the FA Cup doesn't matter. We're already at the Carabao Cup. Does not matter, but it would be nice to get the domestic double, wouldn't it? That would be very nice. And beating Man City, I can't imagine there's too many good teams left. And then a 1-0 win against Forest, Champions League win, the 1-0 win against Manchester United. Let me tell you when I say this was a tense game, because they had chances. Not amazing chances. Every highlight just felt like, okay, they're coming forward. It's a half chance. But I just assumed that one of them was going to go in. They had a fair few. So we managed to survive that one. We did. Then following on from that, Champions League lost to Copenhagen. This was a rotated team, so it doesn't matter. Leeds, 1-0. Sunderland, 6-0. 6-0. Bukayo Saka hitting us with a hat-trick. 4-0 against Brentford. And this man here, Victor Gyökeres. 1, 2, 3, 4. Victor, and look at this as well. Like, dominating every team, it feels like, at the minute. So things are going very well. We have really hit our stride. 5-1 win against Reading in the Cup. Doesn't even matter. In terms of the Premier League table, remember, we're trying to get 90 points. That would be, that will get better than 90 points. That would match us with the Invincibles. So that's what we're trying to do, but it's not one of our side quests, though, so it's not essential. Now, I mean, just look at this, though. 24 wins, 2 draws. We have created a monster, and I'm going to be genuinely heartbroken if we lose now. I don't know if I can come back for attempt 3. It might have to be another video, because this is blood, sweat and tears. Blood, sweat and tears. In terms of the actual Premier League and one of our other side quests, so our young 18-year-olds, we already know that's already been done. In terms of the goals, remember, we need 30 plus goals for Victor Gyökeres. He's the man that we're going to do it with. 30 plus goals to beat Thierry Henry's record. Erling Haaland, this guy is a machine. He's already done it. I mean, look at this guy's stats, man. That's for another video coming soon. But anyway, Victor Gyökeres, he is 7 goals away from matching it, 8 goals away from getting it. He's on form. Those 4 goals against Brentford are huge. So, right then, I guess it's just without further ado, let's get into this Spurs game, because I tell you what, I mean, I'm looking at the games we've got left, and you have to say Spurs, Chelsea, Manchester City, and you know what? You might think this is crazy, but Burnley. Don't ask me why. I just have a bad feeling about this game. Maybe this is foreshadowing. Maybe it's not. But obviously, Newcastle should be a tough game as well. Once we get these 2 games out of the way, it's quite literally a Man City away from, I think, doing it. So, yeah, let's get this Spurs game out of the way. North London derby. We can't lose this challenge at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. We just can't. I mean, Tottenham have started like they're here to break the record. Tottenham have started like they do not want us to be invincible. And I mean, I get it. If any team's going to start like this, it's going to be Spurs. At us already. Here's Jed Spence. Sarr, stay firm. Stay firm. It's a decent effort from Brennan Johnson. Early warning signs. Spurs, they want this to happen. They want to be the ones that ruin it. They want to be the ones. Of course they do. We're so far into this challenge. I'm going to be absolutely gutted if we are to lose this game. I mean, Timber, apparently that's not a foul. We'll hit him on the counter. Victor Gyökeres finds Williams. Come on, Williams. What have you got? Lovely little turn inside. Shoots. Vicario holds. Yeah, this is a bit of a nerve-wracking one, this. Bit of a nerve-wracking one. Corner. Saka to take it. Ball in. Cleared. Gabriel gets it back into Saka. Find someone. McTominay. 1-0. And everyone can just calm down a little bit now. I'm almost like refusing to get excited at times, because I just think if I get excited, are they going to just take it away from me? You know, at this point, I've put hours into this video. I play every game. I feel everything. And the ball here from Saka into McTominay makes it 1-0. And I'm refusing to get excited. But maybe, just maybe, we are on our way. Right, second half. Let's just get the job done. See it off. Spurs are definitely in this game. Definitely in the game. So we've got to now see it out. Oh, it's always twitchy. Always twitchy when we're doing this. Like, this is how I tell the team to play. Don't get me wrong. but always twitchy, always nervous. Here we go. Timber into McTominay. Saka. Saka, you're through. Play it if you need to. Goes alone. Saka. That should be it. Daylight is there between us and Spurs, and it looks as though if the VAR don't get involved, which they're not going to do, it looks as though we're going to continue the run. McTominay, he's been superb in that Odegaard role, I have to say. And Saka here, in my head, I'm thinking, pass it to Gyökeres, because this man needs more goals. But Saka goes alone, great finish, and that should be game over. I might go to Arteta ball at some point, but it looks as though it's job done. And this is another one ticked off. It is another one ticked off. What a run we are on. I mean, there's just surely no stopping us now. The biggest obstacle was Liverpool. And I think we've battered, well, we've done that. We've done what we needed to do against Liverpool. Up next now, it's just Manchester City. They're the only people that can stop us unless we get some form of freak result, shock result. I mean, Chelsea, maybe, Newcastle, maybe, but realistically, we're a Man City win away from doing it. Doing what I actually thought wasn't possible, by the way. So, listen, there's still a long way to go. So let's remain calm. Spurs ticked off. See you later. So then, when will you next see me? You will see me for this game against Manchester City. Of course, unless we do lose any of these games, I'll bring it back. I haven't had to do that yet. Let's hope on attempt number 2, we can get this done now. We've got momentum. Look at these last few results. Momentum is with us. We're there. We're doing it. So let's see how we get on. I'll see you back for Manchester City. Or as I say, unless, something awful happens. All right, lads, we are back after, of course, the Spurs game. We've had many games since then. We did a Chelsea 5-0 job. Absolutely, superb once again. Brighton, we beat Swansea. How has Swansea given us one of our hardest tests of the season? I don't know. But then we then had Chelsea in the Champions League. And I know the Champions League doesn't matter. But I just want to touch on a little bit of Arsenal lore here. So the 03-04 season saw Arsenal face Chelsea in the quarterfinals, and they actually lost in the Champions League quarterfinals. Now, we played them in the round of 16. We won in the round of 16 because we went and beat them 6-0 in the following leg. In between that, a 5-0 against Everton, a 4-1 against Wolves, a 6-1 against Sheffield Wednesday. Juventus, we won 4-1 in the actual now quarterfinals to then lose 6-0 in the following leg. Genuinely, I was watching this, and obviously I was attacking, I was going for it, but just absolutely crazy, these results. But the reason why it's important, after we did also beat Bournemouth 4-1, is because we have been knocked out in the Champions League quarterfinals in the same way that the Arsenal Invincibles did, the quarterfinals. And we also played Chelsea. So I just think the stars have got to be aligned, haven't they? They've got to be aligned. Well, we've only got a handful of games left. Only got a handful of games left, and genuinely each game now, fortunately, they've been decent scorelines where we've just sort of like comfortably won games. My word, I cannot take a close one. I couldn't take it. This is the hardest challenge we've got left. David Raya, by the way, has been injured for so long now. He's out for the rest of the whole season. So we are without David Raya. Kepa is in goal. So it's been absolutely crazy. In terms of our side quest, of course, we've done the 18-year-olds. That is all, that's passed, sorted. Has Gyökeres got over 30 goals? The answer is no, he hasn't. He's on 27, but with 6 games to go, Victor Gyökeres has only got to score 4 goals. So we are going to be praying that he can do so. Also, Erling Haaland, 42 goals. This guy's insane. Let's hope that he doesn't score any goals against us, up against Manchester City, everything on the line. Sorry, I completely forgot to say as well, we surpassed 90 points. We're on 92 points. The last win against Bournemouth did that for us. So we are technically better than the Invincibles at the moment, but we've got to make sure we win the league. I'm going to go and see in a minute to see how much the record points is for the Premier League. So the most points in a season is 100 by Manchester City. So all we've got to do is surpass 100. And by the way, I did not realise that 100 points, I thought someone had just got over it, but there you go. So most wins in a season, 32. Most points in a season, 100. If we can do that whilst also doing the Invincibles challenge, that is absolutely outrageous. I mean, we're only 2 wins away from it. So let's get into this game against Manchester City. Here we go then. I mean, a very good Manchester City team. It just is. I just don't know how I'd feel if we lost it here. If we lost it here, I don't know how I'd feel. We are 6 games away from getting the job done. And this is the hardest test by far. So Arsenal, and look at this. Look at this. Getting a guard of honour from Manchester City. Look at this. It's the first time I've ever seen this in the game, by the way. So we're going to watch this. Because this is it. This is where we've got to. Invincibles. That's the next quest. But we are champions. Well, that was short-lived. Anyway, we are champions. Massive game here. Please, Arsenal. Please. Oh, I thought Haaland was in. Please, just get the job done. First highlight, half an hour in. It looks as though it's a very even game. As the City are coming forward here. Erling Haaland. Yep, you stay back there, Erling. That's where we need you. We don't want you any further up the pitch. Here's Phil Foden. It is Erling Haaland. Come on, Kepa, please. Oh, my God. Gabriel. What a block that is. Oh, my God. What a block. I tell you what, that's moments like that. Oh, my God. I literally was about to say, that's in. I can't believe we conceded. Gabriel. What a block that is, man. Half-time, 0-0. Nervous, sketchy times. Come on, lads. I mean, that Gabriel block, it just feels like... Hold on a minute. McTominay through on goal. Oh my word. Oh, it's Ruben Diaz's turn. Oh, what a start that would have been. What a start that would have been. But that block from Gabriel... It just makes me feel like this has to be the one. And McTominay just over the bar. But it just makes me feel like this has to be the one. Because on another day, that just goes in. Massive second half needed. Yuri and Timber. Oh, Doku's won it back. Come on, lads. We go 1-0. Where is Doku going? We go 1-0 down. I don't know if I can deal with it. Pulisic. Reindeers into Doku. Haaland, he's offside. Lino. Yep. Erling, unlucky, mate. I mean, listen, that is so obviously offside. Yeah, just. Yes, thank you. There you go. Goal disallowed, but a scare. If that was tighter, he's offside there already. But if that was tighter, I'd have been sweating. Nico Williams forward to Gyökeres, but we can't win it. Oh, man, I'm beginning to get bad feelings about this. Come on, lads. Can we win it? Doku. Come on, someone just put a big tackle in. Not in the box. O'Reilly. Blocked by Odegaard. Still O'Reilly. Rodri shoots. Kepa Arrizabalaga. David Raya is injury prone. We've had to use Kepa more times than I'd have liked to, but this man has still got it. City come again. Oh, tell you what. Why couldn't this just have been one of those games that we were 3-4-0 up, something like that? Why has it got to be like this? Nico O'Reilly. Come on, Timber, please. Yeah, there's no one there, though. There's no one there. Reindeers. Haaland's onside this time. Erling, please. Kepa. Oh, my God. Haaland 1-on-1. 42 goals he's scored. You back him every time. Nunes. McTominay, great challenge. Come on, please tell me there's someone there. Find a pass. Let's counter. Come on, Saliba. Okay. Saka. Back to Timber. Saliba. Back to Kepa. Oh, you know I hate those passes. Just in case. Timber. Saka. Good ball. Come on. Oh, I thought he was going to play him. Timber. This time, Saka. Find someone. Finds Gyökeres. Odegaard. Great ball. Hincapié. Ball in. McTominay. Oh, my days. That is a relief. And I tell you what, it all is because of Kepa. If he doesn't make those 2 amazing saves, who knows the position we'd be in right now. Hincapié does really well. Odegaard's ball's great in the first place. The ball in, that's why I thought McTominay could go on to break Henry's record. For goals like that, in the box, poacher-esque. I've seen him do it a few times, but not enough. But he's come up at the big moment, and it's 1-0. And there's a highlight straight away. There's a highlight straight away, which, oh, please. Yes. Oh. Hincapié. Hincapié, don't do this. Hincapié, chill. Hincapié, chill. For God's sake, man. I mean, I'm already nervous. We're going to have to, aren't we? We're going to have to do it. We're going to have to do it. I don't like doing this. I actually don't. I don't like doing this, but I'm going to have to do it. And we're going to need to bring on Calafiori for Odegaard. And we're going to have to drop him in like this. Yeah, we're going to have to do this. Is anyone else knackered? Listen, there's no shame in it. Where's Trippier? Please tell me I'll put him on the bench. Oh, no. Trippier's not fully match fit. Mascara, you're going to have to come in. Right. Here we go. Hincapié goes off. 20 minutes left. And a goal for City now would be killer. Arteta ball doing its thing. We are holding Manchester City back. It's not pretty, but this is how you become invincible. And it looks as though, bar a miracle, Manchester City will lose this game. Or the best case scenario, draw. It's done. Surely, the hardest test we have left, we've just beaten them. Scott McTominay with the header. Hincapié made it a little bit worried. We were all a bit worried there. If that, you watching this now, I know you were a bit worried. Wow. And just like that, I actually think we can do this. All goes well. You will see me for this Crystal Palace game. The final game of the season. Surely, if I come back to you now, I haven't come back once. We haven't had that one time in the video where we've lost off camera. I can't do it again. I can't do it again. It's dangling it in front of me. A very nice run in. I shall hopefully see you at Crystal Palace. Right then, we've made it to the Crystal Palace game. And as you can see, we've made it quite comfortably. So FA Cup semi-final, 4-1 winners. It doesn't matter. The FA Cup doesn't matter to us. Premier League 4-0 win against Newcastle. This is the sort of result I wanted against Manchester City that we didn't get. But we won comfortably in style there. And then all of a sudden, things got a little bit nerve-wracking. So again, 91st, 96th minute goals. I wasn't worried. There was no more highlights after the 96th minute goal. So it was relatively relaxed, but it just always puts me a bit on edge. The boys then decided to go out and provide a masterclass. 4 goals from Victor Gyökeres. Before, we then decided to just go and, let's just go and one-up that. And we won 8-0 against Burnley. FA Cup final, again, it doesn't technically matter, but we decided that we're just, going to do the domestic double. We're going to beat Spurs in the FA Cup final. Job done there. But it doesn't matter. It all comes down to this. In terms of points, we've got the record points. We've probably got the record for goals, wins. We have got the record for wins. It's been an unbelievable season. So just as a bit of comparison, the Arsenal Invincibles won 26 games and drew 12. So there you go. 34-3. I genuinely, it has gone so well on this second attempt. If I lose this game, we're just ending the video here. We're ending the video here. The third attempt is now gone. It all comes down to this because we can't choke this now. So much has happened. In terms of goals, I'm pleased to say the second side quest, Victor Gyökeres, 33 goals. He has got three more than Thierry Henry, and we have passed both of our side quests. Sheffield Wednesday video, that didn't happen, but it's happened in this one. Now, the final quest, the main quest, is the Premier League. So let's get in for the final time, hopefully. Let's get into the game. Here we go. Surely we can't mess this up. I mean, when you think about it, we would be so odds-on favourite to get the job done here. It's crazy. We have battered everyone. We've only drawn 3 games. We're record breakers. We're factually the best team to ever play in the Premier League. Crystal Palace stands in our way of going invincible. Selhurst Park, that's going to be the ground that aims to end this unbeaten run. We simply cannot allow that. We cannot allow that. Oh, man, I'm nervous. I am nervous, but let's just forget about it. Go and get the job done. 3 points would be ideal. I'll snap your hand off for a 0-0. I'd snap your hand off. Let's just get this done. Up the Arsenal. Come on, lads. 23 minutes in. And I actually hate to say this, but Palace looks slightly on top. So we're going to come forward here. Scott McTominay, Timber, Saka, all of our star key players. Saka. Oh. Is that a penalty? Is that a penalty? They're going to VAR this, but we will take a penalty. Come on. VAR. No penalty. Saka also hurt here. Let's hope that's just Saka, because we need everyone we've got. Saka going to get up to take it. Go on, Saka. Wrap this in. Bukayo Saka shoots just over the bar. Oh, I tell you what, a goal would just really, really settle the nerves here. Miles Lewis-Skelly. Declan Rice to mop it up, as he has done all season long. Gabriel Saliba. I have to say, two of the best centre-back partnership I think I've used. McTominay goes for goal. McTominay hits the bar. It's all Arsenal. We're flexing what we've got now, but I will not be satisfied. 2-0. You know the 2-0 rule. You get to 2-0, you can really start to relax. Before that, my word, no relaxing shall take place. We've won it back, though, there with Timber. Into Saka. Ball across. Havertz. There we go. Victor Gyökeres is injured. He broke the record. He did what we needed him to do. Kai Havertz comes up with the goods. There we go. There we go. It's a really nice goal, to be fair. Timber plays the ball early. Saka just, perfectly times his run. Is it a right foot Saka cross? It is. Havertz unmarked. 1-0. And I think we can start. Give me till halftime. Give me till halftime, then we'll start the party. Adam Wharton, Crystal Palace, though, with a bit of a possession here. Okay. All right. This is why I said give me till halftime. David Rahm on that left-hand side, got a good cross on him. There is the cross. We've dealt with it with Kepa. Jeremy Pino. Oh my word. Do you know what? There's been a couple of big moments. Here where teams have just missed their chances. And that's one of them. Oh, no. Free kick here to Crystal Palace. A goal here, and I'd begin to get nervous. It's off the bar. Lacroix, Gay, blocked. This Arsenal team is beyond a joke. It is beyond a joke. They bodies on the line, time and time again. We're a couple of minutes out. And do you know what? I haven't actually switched us to Arteta ball, because I just thought 1-0 up. Is it going to be needed? But we might actually have to consider it here, because Crystal Palace, a late surge from them. Munoz driving forward into the box. Still Munoz. Shot, goal, right. Panic stations. We're doing it. No shame. Don't care. Plain and simple. I'm not having this. On the final game of the season. I'm not having this. Munoz inside. Drives it forward. And then it's blocked. Oh, it's not blocked. It just goes in. There you go. I'm just so used to us blocking shots. Right, there is probably around about 6 minutes left. Please, Arsenal, do not bottle this now. 7 minutes added on. Why are we playing 7 minutes? Come on, lads, please. We've gone to Arteta ball. We'll do this how Arsenal know how to do it in this low block. That's got to be full time. It is full time. And there it is, lads. Arsenal complete Invincible season. That is what we've done. We've just got the Steam achievement as well. Invincible. That is what we are. We have done it. We have put ourselves along the sort of the stature of Thierry Henry, Arsene Wenger, Robert Pires, Sol Campbell, Patrick Vieira. The list could go on. That's what they will now say about Bukayo Saka. They'll say it about Gyökeres. Although crazy how bad he's been in real life. But they'll say that about Gyökeres. They'll say that about Declan Rice, Odegaard, Gabriel Saliba, Kepa. Don't forget about my man Kepa, because he, towards the end of the season, sensational. 118 goals scored, 21 conceded, 106 points, 34 wins, 4 draws, no losses. Invincible season. This is the squad that did it. We had some reinforcements along the way. The key players. Gabriel, Saliba, these two sensational. Declan Rice mentioned. Miles Lewis-Skelly. One of our side quests was to play 3 times we were supposed to play this man. He has put himself in this first team. David Raya, injured, but did so well when he was playing. I could go through the whole list. But Victor Gyökeres, side quest, passed it. Surpassed Thierry Henry's record. Bukayo Saka, sensational season from him. 27 assists for Bukayo Saka. 36 goals in all competition for Victor Gyökeres. It is job done. Arsenal are invincible. Let's just scroll through this one more time. Forget about the Champions League. Forget about the FA Cup, the League Cup. Look at the Premier League. All the greens. We were genuinely unstoppable. Some huge scorelines as well. The tactics that's got us here. This is what it was. Arteta ball. When we needed it, we did it. But this one here, the Arsenal standard tactic, the one we went for, the vision, the shadow striker, the channel forward, the inside forwards, the playmaker, Declan Rice sitting, the fullbacks flying up. We have created perfection. Simple perfection. So, lads, I've actually done it. I've passed a 1-season challenge. Let me know in the comments what challenge you want me to do next. I am open to suggestions. I've got a couple in the back pocket. So if I don't see any good ones, I'll be putting another one out probably, hopefully within the next week or two. I'm actually buying a house, so it's about to be a very stressful time in terms of moving. So the videos might take a little hit, but do not worry, we're coming back stronger. New setup. This setup's going. I love this setup, but it's going. So if you are enjoying the content, please do hit that subscribe button. We are only getting started. We're invincible. We are invincible. Arsenal, invincible once again. We've done it. Main quest, complete. Side quest, complete. I don't know which side. It might actually be on that side. Whichever side it is, we've done it. We have done it. Thank you for watching. And as always, I will catch you on the next one.